Dale. Ojalá y sí se vea bien porque damn.
I know. Really?
It better not do that. Where... All right.
It better not do. You're the one doing it. What do you mean?
So welcome to another episode, I guess,
Yeah.
for our YouTube. I think it's the fifth episode, probably. But we're officially turning this YouTube into a podcast. Uh, Something new for us, and something that I think God has put in our hearts and has been bothering me with it. So I think that we're doing that. So we're gonna transform officially our YouTube into a podcast, and so this is episode 1, episode 5. I don't even know how to
Right.
call it, but
Episode 1 redo.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So do you wanna say what the podcast is gonna be about?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why don't you just continue?
Go for it.
So the podcast is going to stay original to like our life in faith, trying to follow Jesus, what marriage looks like following Jesus, the good, the bad, and what it all comes with it. Also raising a family and how we want to raise them, knowing about God. So it will be very personal, and it will be a lot of trial and error because following Jesus is not easy, and we're not perfect. So that all will be spoken about, will be said, and we want it to be very organic and very realistic to our lives, and to see maybe it is also for you guys, right?
Yeah, we definitely want it to be transparent, real. We're gonna talk a lot about mainly relationships, relationship with your relationship with Jesus, and our relationship with Jesus, our relationship with one another,
Yeah.
our relationship with our friends and our family members. Just to kind of, I guess, talk about our experience, and hopefully that can,
Resonate with you
yeah,
guys. Yeah.
help other people. And yeah, so that's what we'll do. And it's something that, I mean, we try to have a relationship with God as like our priority and our main foundation for our family,
Yeah.
and which is one of the biggest reasons why we're starting this podcast. Because you were bothered by it first.
I was bothered by it a long time ago. Well,
God
when
brought it up to you first.
this was
Yeah.
years ago. This was when we initially started the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot
Because
about
I
that.
had posted some videos talking about what I was
On your
going
social
through
media.
on my social media. And that's where it started. But so when I started doing it, God wanted me to target certain things in my life and to certain people. And I received messages where like those things that I was saying did impact just friends and family that I had on my social media that I had no idea I was going to impact. And then praying about it and talking to God about it, He wanted me to start something like this. But I also knew that He didn't want me to do it alone. So I'm like, okay, let's do it as a family.
Entonces,
Let's
¿con
make
quién?
it fun with you. And obviously, I'm very comfortable talking to people and in the camera, and I think that doing this,
That's
it's
because you don't care.
definitely.
Yeah.
I
You
don't care
don't.
about
What people what people
Oh
say or think. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
I mean, I
because
don't either, but
you're more
I'm just like
self-conscious of it, I guess.
like I shouldn't be out there. You know? But I'll
Yeah,
continue.
but so I think that it's definitely a challenge for both, right? Challenge for me to get closer to God, because if I'm not close to God, then I can't speak about
Yeah, if
God
you're
to
not
other
living it
people.
right.
Yeah, and if I'm doing things that are wrong or whatnot, right? So then this praying and talking to God, it was just a transition of years of trying to not convince you, but convince you in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, God wants us to do this. And also for me waiting. Because there would be times I'd be like, bro,
I'm just gonna do it.
yeah. But every time I was like, I'm just gonna do it for myself, like God would just block everything, all my ideas, my topics and things like that, because it was meant for both of us. And the thing is that when I would pray and what God would tell me would be that men need to hear this from a male perspective. Like I can't tell a man like, hey, you need to put God and then
Yeah,
you need to
right.
put your wife and your kid. You know, they're
Right. Yeah, that's
like,
true.
what do you know about being a man? What do you know about being the provider and having that protector responsibility and overseeing all those things and what God says in the Bible about men and their responsibilities? Which there's many women telling men those things, and I don't want to be another one. So that's
Mm-hmm.
a major big part of like you speaking, because you had opportunities within like our family and our friends and
Mm-hmm.
other people that we don't know to like put your 2 cents
Yeah.
of that as a man that follows Jesus. And sometimes you hold back. So I think that's where God
Yeah,
wants you to like
it's challenging me.
to come out, yeah, and to speak
Yeah.
those things
Yeah.
that you know and have your
Mm-hmm.
wisdom and your knowledge in that area.
Yeah, I mean, besides the fact that men don't want to hear from a woman,
Right, right.
like
El
which
machismo
yeah,
and the ego
yeah,
and like tú que sabes.
yeah,
And,
which we'll
yeah,
we'll talk about it too
yeah,
later on. But yeah, that's something
yeah.
that I'll include myself. We struggle with listening. Uh, Basically like a woman telling us what to do and how to do it and what we're doing wrong. But like I said, we'll talk about it another time. But right now, um, I mean, yeah, you brought up the idea about doing YouTube, and
Yeah.
I was kind of like, to be to be honest, the only like idea I had was like let's do makeup, because that's like what you would watch and make me watch, kind of. I mean, you kind of had me on that too. But it's like that's the that like the minimum like YouTube I don't know
That you've watched.
yeah, like
Makeup tutorials.
and it's like I thought it was like, oh, that's like the route that you put a camera, we talk, and then we just tell our story or whatever we need to say. But then over time, I mean, God was just like obviously prayed about it when you brought it up to me, but it was just like, I'm not gonna do that. Like this, that's not me. That's weird. I don't have really much to say. And then over time, just like praying more, God would just give me more ideas. And then I really got into podcasts a lot. So I was just like watching all these podcasts, and just a little bit ago, I mean, a few months ago, I was like, well, why don't we create our own? Like, I'm always watching all these podcasts from all different styles. Why don't we just do our own? And then I was like, nah,
Like,
so I kept ignoring like the signs, and felt that God would just, kind of putting that in my life. And then I would pray more and more about it, and question God, like, is this what we should do? And is this from you? Like, are you going to bless it or whatever? Until like what was it, like 2 weeks ago or something?
Yeah.
I went on a run, and as I'm running, listening to like trap music and rap and hip hop, I just kind of hear the Holy Spirit just really like tug me, like, hey, you need to just do the podcast, like. And then God puts all these ideas in my head, and it just starts like a vision, it starts playing in my head, and I'm like, okay, like I need to go home and tell my wife we're gonna start this podcast, and here we are.
Yeah. And then when you told me, I was like, I had told God, like, if we don't do our first video this month, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Like, I was tired, because this has been years
we kept putting it aside.
Yeah. And just for one reason or another, we would cancel. Like, we would be tired. The girls would get sick, or they needed something, or I would put the baby to sleep, and I'm like, I'm ready to knock out this house.
Yeah, the devil didn't want us to do this.
Yeah.
But here we are. Sucker. Sucker.
Stop, 'cause it's raining.
There's like lightning and thunder
I
outside, but
know.
every time.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Mhm.
that's how we got started, and we're
Yeah.
gonna continue to do this until God tells us otherwise. So
Mhm. So
for
don't judge us for the bad quality for now, because
yeah, I
we
guess
are
that too.
learning. We are open to feedback and comments and ways to
Yeah, if you
improve
guys
or
know any
topics to
cameras, mics,
anything.
anything
Yeah,
that could help to like get a
we are
podcast,
open to anything and everything.
yeah, someone that's willing to help, be the
Beer
cameraman,
production
literally
as a
for volunteer
volunteer.
as a volunteer.
Hey, if you're in college and you need a production,
You need
volunteer hours,
yeah, you need some
hired.
hours. Let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for more episodes and more topics and things like that.
For our topic of today,
Nah,
you're not even
I
gonna
know
hear
you
with the
can't hear
mic.
the drum roll. But anyway, I wow. Anyway,
Okay.
did I just spill my coffee?
You made a noise.
Sorry. Oh, that wasn't as loud, but
I can't.
yeah, I guess our topic today, we're gonna talk about our first encounter with God.
Mm-hmm.
When was your first encounter with God?
My first,
or that you can remember, I guess, and think it was like legitimate. I don't know.
I think now,
because that's a hard question.
Yes, because I don't remember essentially like my first encounter with God. What I do remember though is when I was young, and I want to say maybe like
You're still young,
9 things, maybe
20
middle
siempre.
school. Can I continue?
Yes.
I want to say middle school age, where I would do things that I was not supposed to be doing while my parents were out. So it would have been like having my space or talking to boys or things like that. That I'm like, I'm going to be grounded forever.
Yeah.
I remember that at nights I would pray.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
the
pray.
typical.
I would pray so
Yeah.
hard, like hard.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I would pray and then I would fall asleep, wake up, and I'm like, I'm sorry, God, and I would start praying when I had already
Make
prayed.
sure it was-
Yes.
yeah.
And I remember telling God multiple times because it would be a repeat thing. Like, God, I promise I will talk to you every
gonna
day.
behave.
And I promise I will never do it again. God, if my parents don't find out.
Yeah.
So then the next night I would thank God, like, oh, they didn't find out. Thank you, God. Like, I'm gonna pray to you every day and I'm not gonna do it again. Right. And then I would do something bad again, and then I would pray to God. I was like,
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
I told you last time, but
Yeah,
please,
yeah.
like, I don't want to get in trouble. And I remember that I would do that multiple times, and God always came through. I did not get in trouble.
That's
But
funny.
I remember praying like really hard,
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah,
intense. And then I'm like, no, you know what, God, I'm gonna learn Our Father.
Mm.
And I Googled it.
Yeah.
Or whatever was used back in the day, because
Yeah, yeah.
you had to unplug the phone and then
on your computer.
Yeah, the computer.
That's funny.
And I wrote it down in a notebook, and I wrote it down in English and Spanish, and I learned both of them in English and Spanish, and that's where, like, when I think back, where I'm like, oh God, I came through.
Yeah,
I did not get in trouble.
That's funny. That's like a typical though.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone does that, you know. I used to do it for school, like, that my parents don't find out I have bad grades or something, you know.
But
or
then
so that I
wouldn't
wouldn't
come.
Yeah, but like praying that I wouldn't get grounded or taking my
Would you
Xbox
get
away.
grounded?
No, because I would pray about it, you know.
Oh.
Like they would get upset, but wouldn't ground me.
Wow. You needed some grounding for sure.
Yeah, so did you? Like, God, though.
I know.
Yeah,
that would. I mean,
but what got you into like praying in such a young age, though? Were your parents always trying to tell you about praying, or
not that I remember? Like,
I mean, you must have seen them or something, because you just don't get that behavior.
I mean, my dad
to learn
doesn't-
behavior.
My dad well, yes. My dad doesn't like he believes in God, but he has never really gone to a church. But
No.
like eighth grade
Or
graduation
practice or anything.
or practiced anything or
Mm-hmm.
had like any crosses or nothing. He'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
when things would be hard, it's like, well, you talk to God, but it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
My mom tried to raise us Jehovah Witness, but she worked two jobs, so then it was hard for her to
Show you the
like
way.
be consistent in going to church.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew how to pray and like how to be thankful. And my
And you
mom
knew
would
there was a
mention,
God that
my
existed,
mom
and
would mention God and things like that. But to say like my parents were like, this is what God talks about and this is
right.
what it is,
Mm-hmm.
like no. And my mom worked two jobs, and so I don't really remember things like that with her. But I did grow up in Catholic schools.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew we had like religion class and we would
Yeah.
go to church. I wasn't allowed to participate
Mm-hmm.
um, in class, yes, but not at church. So
Yeah.
like I learned these things through both like a little bit of my mom and a little bit about school. But I don't
Yeah.
remember what exactly made me have that idea of like I'm gonna learn Our Father like
Yeah.
in English and
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like why would like now that I like why would I write it down
Yeah.
and be? I was really
I mean, it was
determined
probably like
to
a
learn
promise.
English
Like, I
and
promise you to
Spanish.
do
Yeah,
this so that you get me on the next one or
yeah,
something, you know?
yeah. And he did
Yeah.
because I did not get
That's
in
funny.
trouble. Yeah,
Yeah.
like what kid?
I
That
mean,
was a
I think
kid, you know.
everyone has gone through it. I've heard multiple
You
people
wanted to
talk.
learn El Padre
No.
Nuestro.
Like God, if you get me through this one, I
Oh yeah,
promise
yeah,
I
like the
won't.
bragging or not bragging. ¿Cómo se dice?
Yeah, like one thing for
Like
another. Like,
bargaining. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know the word for it, but
You know
it's
some.
like, yeah, if
Mm,
you get me out of this, I
yeah,
promise to
yeah,
whatever, right? So
yeah.
I think everyone has gone through it, especially as a kid, because you don't
Right.
wanna you wanna really like get yourself out of something
Mm,
or make sure that you know. So
yeah. I mean,
because I know I did it and
you
I know
still.
I still do it. No, but yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that's how. Uh, I mean, similar to me. Like I don't remember like someone sitting down and telling me, "Oh, like there is a God and
Yeah.
you should talk to him or pray to him." But I mean, we would go to church too. I mean, grew up
But what about
Catholic.
your classes?
What
Your first communion.
I barely remember though. I barely remember any of those because I know I took some in Mexico, but I don't remember those. And then I
Yeah.
took some here. I remember those, but only the days that I only remember right now the days that like they would give us stuff.
Mm.
I don't remember like all the studying and everything. And then on top of that, I mean, I did see my mom pray a lot when I was a kid, but didn't know like how am I supposed to pray? What am I supposed to pray about?
Mm. Yeah.
So growing up, I would always go to sleep and pray, like make sure all my family's safe and this and that,
Yeah.
like I guess simple stuff,
Mm.
like nothing major. But
Mm.
if we talk about like our first real encounter, where I was like, oh damn, like came through or God is
Mm.
real, I don't I don't. There was I can think about one time. Man, this was probably a long time. This was before Eliana was born. I know we were dating, but this was before Eliana was born, and we used to live in our old house. And I was home alone, and I was in the living room, and I don't know, or maybe you were already pregnant from our first kid. I just can't remember,
Okay.
but I just I had a lot in my mind, and I felt like lost. I felt like uh, alone. I felt like life was rough, and I was like 19 or 18 or something. But I felt
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I was just praying to God in my living room, and uh, I remember like laying on the couch and kind of falling asleep. Pero I remember like feeling like the Holy Spirit and God like there with me, and I could just like if it was like a very like loving hug, and just like there with me. And I remember waking up and sitting down and just crying like, oh man, God, you're real, like I know you heard everything I said.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, I can't think like further back than that,
Mm.
but like spiritually speaking, I think
Yeah.
that's the first time I like felt like God and was like, I know this is God, like I can't be anything else,
Yeah. Or you just like
and it was like
automatically
peaceful,
feel it. Yeah.
loving. It was just like, okay, like, and it gave me like hunger to pursue that even more,
Yeah.
like I want to know what this is about, like where is that coming from, like I want to read the Bible, I want to see, like I want to explore. But I was also very immature still, so I was like, in and out, like I
Yeah.
would learn and not learn and not,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
learn and not apply,
Mm-hmm.
but I think
Which
that's
makes sense.
it's as far as I can like actually remember.
I mean, then
So
that's not too long ago. Like to
I mean,
think.
like 11
Yeah.
years maybe, give or take.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm like mine. I was like, that's when you brought the question up. I was like, that's what I thought of.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like, because prior to that, I don't know.
yeah. And I feel like God is always there giving us like encounters,
Yeah.
but it's like, como dicen por ahí, like it's like a radio station, right? Like if you don't tune in
You
to the
don't hear
to
it.
the
Yeah.
channel, like you're missing the signal, so you
Mhm.
won't hear it. So as you grow older and you mature in your faith and your walk with Jesus, I think that's when
Yeah.
you that's when you start like paying attention to everything that's going around and actually listening to
Right.
God and
And being
everything
more
that He's
intentional
doing in
with
your
it
life.
too.
Yeah.
Because I think that's hard to be intentional with what you're praying, what you're saying, what
Yeah.
you're doing, what you're hearing,
Yeah.
and being able to provide that space to
Yeah.
be able to actually listen to God
Yeah.
and just be in silence, which is hard. Like I had a hard time doing that at one point in my life where I'm like, God, I want to hear you, but how?
Yeah.
How?
I mean, it's hard. It's the hard. It's like hard but simple,
Yeah.
And I mean,
It's too simple
yeah.
that it's
Some
hard.
people like pastors and stuff talk about how they do it, and it sounds so simple, but
Right.
it's also you have to learn to like remove yourself from culture and society and what's outside
Right.
and the noise.
Right.
So it has to do a lot with, I think, devotion, like being alone, quiet.
Right. But I mean,
And
even throughout the noise, he still talks to you.
oh, definitely, yeah.
Because
Y
for
especialmente cuando te
everyone
tienen
is
que jalar las orejas.
yes, because even
Oh,
when
Achilles.
you don't have the space to just be in a quiet room or whatnot,
Yeah.
like still talks to you throughout the day, through other people,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
through
yeah.
other like all these different signals, and sometimes we're the stubborn ones.
But that's also after you spend time with him.
Yeah.
Because if you spend time alone with God, then you go about your day through the noise. Then that's when He's like responding to everything you guys kind of
you
communicate.
have to build a relationship to be able to.
That's what I think. I don't know, right?
I mean, yeah.
Porque it's like
Pero si te va a jalar las orejas when you're doing that.
I mean, yeah, but when He's trying to talk to you and you're ignoring,
right,
that's when He's gonna pull your ears and say, "Hey, you need to listen to what I'm trying to tell you." But
right.
But it's like como Jesus in the Bible, when you every time that there was like a big event, He would always have to go and isolate from everything, from the noise, the fame, because I mean He was famous. He had thousands of people following Him, and away from His disciples, so away from everything, just to go pray and talk to His Father. So it happens like hundreds of times in the Bible. Like He just leaves and separates, and then so that just shows that it's a way of living. Like we're supposed to separate, remove ourselves, make some time to just be with Him. That's what
I mean, yeah.
And we don't do it, but we should.
Well, yeah, because you can think of a million excuses of why.
Yeah. The kids, no time, sleep, tired,
work, waking up early, work,
but you're
stress.
supposed to.
I have to cook, I have to whatever it is. But there's always time. Like if we have time to watch a podcast.
Make one.
Make one. We have time.
Yeah, exactly.
or
But
time to like just
yeah.
look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got time to scroll,
I
you,
didn't
you
want
got
to say the
you
word
got
because I was
time.
gonna say it wrong.
You got time to be reading the Bible, spending time with God.
No, yeah,
You know.
because it also doesn't have to be very intense
Yeah,
and
and
very
there's no right or
long.
wrong. You just
Right.
be, you know.
Yeah. So, how do you pray? How do you pray? Like you personally, you.
When I pray, I talk to God how I'm talking to you and how I'm talking in this podcast. Like I'm just like, hey God, like thank you for. I first thank Him for
Mm,
everything. That's for
yeah,
sure.
I do the same.
Every day I have to
Yeah.
thank Him for everything.
Yeah.
And after thanking Him, then I start to uh, go about like things that I'm either worrying about or whatever I need to tell him. But I'm just myself.
Mm,
I think that's one thing that God appreciates. I mean, He created you the way you are, so He just wants you to be yourself.
right.
And I mean, I cussed before
I mean,
when I've had frustrations, because I mean I've
yeah.
had encounters with God where I'm just like, hey, dude, like
Like you're
this
all
is not
just
going right.
yeah.
Like I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
tired or whatever. Like this sucks. You know, like
Yeah.
what now? You know.
Wow,
And
that's deep.
and so like I mean
Yeah,
it's
but
just
it's
me being
real.
me though,
Yeah.
like because I'm trying to let him my.
Just let it
So
everything
I think
out.
more than prayer is just a conversation.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if he was my best friend, this is what I'm going through. Like, what do you give me
Yeah.
some advice? You know, or show me like what's next.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't
So
know that.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard me pray before when we're like going to bed or stuff like.
not all the time. Well, not cuss.
No, no,
But
no.
I'm
But
saying like
I'm laying down. I'm calm. I'm you know maybe not in my
Start
feelings. You
punching
know,
pillow.
you know. But there's been times where like you know.
Yeah, because of the no, I get it. I
Yeah.
100% get it.
Or like I get into it at work or something. I need to
Yeah.
remove myself and pray. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
No, I get it.
you know, this
Yeah.
dude is really pissing me off. Like, if you don't give me, you know, some
Just go
patience,
ahead.
God, I'm about to slap. About to slap Johnny real quick.
Not
Just kidding.
Johnny.
I'm just kidding. But you know, like
Any Johnny's out there, be careful.
that's funny.
No, but yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah.
so like they could be quick. They could
Yeah.
be
Because I do
short,
that too.
long.
I start with being thankful. But then when I'm being thankful, I have where I'm like, now I feel bad complaining about other things because the thankful, like, I don't want to be ungrateful. Does that make sense?
But I think that's the point too.
Right. Cause I'm like, man, just forget it. I'll go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's,
I think that's the point though. You're
yeah.
like for
I'm like,
God
thank
to
you for this.
for you to see
Yeah.
the perspective of what you currently
Thankfulness.
have right now.
Yeah. But then now I didn't bet.
But then also because if you're not thankful what you currently have, He's not gonna take you to the next level. Because then you won't be thankful there.
Right.
You know. But also you can't let that stop you from being ambitious. You know. From like, but also
Yeah, from your growth.
Also, like I want more of this.
And I think that's where I struggle when talking to God, like asking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm just like, oh, thank you for this, thank you for this. And then during the day, I'm like, oh, man, like, I want this.
But I think He also knows, though.
Of course.
Like, she forgot. And she wants it.
Yeah.
Some Taco Bell. I got her.
Not Taco Bell.
No, you know, like, I know He knows the desires of our hearts.
Yeah.
You know, but He likes it when we tell Him. You know,
yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's what. So yeah.
I'll work on that.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot.
I know.
I mean that we both do.
Yeah.
But so that's it for now, right? We went a little bit overboard. But I mean, let us know, like if you know if you're willing to share your encounter with God, or send us a message if you can, or you know, or just comment like, oh, this was my encounter with God, and we would love to like read it, hear it,
Yeah.
and so
Because
thank
it
you.
would be cool to even read it here.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
what other people have gone through.
yeah,
Or even how do you guys pray?
yeah,
Or do you guys feel the same way that we feel when we're praying? Things like that.
yeah. Do you have a routine that
Right.
where
What you
you spend
just
like your time with God, or how do you do it?
yeah.
Some people do it differently. On a
Yeah.
walk, I sometimes
You
do it on
used
a
to go
drive.
on a run
I mean,
when we lived over
when
there.
I do
Yeah.
run, I still do that.
Yeah.
But I also do when I'm driving.
Yeah. I
So I
do it
drive
when
a
I'm driving
lot.
for sure. And I'm not just when I'm driving.
Yeah, and then yeah,
And the drives are my favorite because then I get to put like worship music, and that's where I'm really alone,
yeah,
to be honest.
yeah.
Like completely
See, see,
alone
see.
when there's no
Yeah,
one.
which is fine. I mean,
Person
there's no
be there.
perfect
Yeah.
words. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, thank you guys
Thank you.
for watching, listening, and
subscribe, share,
yeah, if you haven't,
comment.
share it to people that
What else?
could hear this,
Add me. I'm just
and
kidding.
stay tuned for more episodes. We're gonna keep posting
Yeah.
regularly, and
Yeah. And improving, hopefully. Open for
oh yeah,
the
let us know
feedback.
too. Any volunteers? But sounds good.
I'll make you guys coffee. Try to
Oh yeah,
convince
she
people.
made this coffee. Bomb.
You
No me
spilled
gustó,
it.
mira. Ya me lo voy a comer. But
Okay.
sounds good. Bye.
Bye.